Hello everyone. Today we're going to be learning about radians and degrees and how to convert between them. Radians are degrees or units of measure about angles, and they're useful in talking about a circle. So how many radians is one full revolution around a circle? That is 2 pi radians. How many degrees does it take for one full revolution around a circle? That is 360 degrees. So 2 pi radians equals 360 degrees. Since this is true, we can divide both sides by 2. And then that means pi radians equals 180 degrees. This equation will be useful when we convert between radians and degrees. Let's do an example problem. What is 60 degrees in radians? So to do this, we will need to do unit conversion, which means we multiply by something that equals 1, so it doesn't change the value, but also changes the units of the value. So to do this, we'll need a fraction, and since we want to go into radians and remove the degrees, we'll put degrees in the denominator and put radians in the numerator. That way, when you multiply out degrees over degrees equals 1, which will cancel out, and we're left with radians, which is what we're trying to do. So how many radians are in degrees? Well, we know from this equation that pi radians equals 180 degrees. We can cancel out the degrees, and we're left with 60 times pi radians over 180, which is pi over 3 radians. Let's do another example problem. What is pi over 6 radians in degrees? Well, to do this, we'll also need to do a unit conversion. But instead of putting degrees on the denominator like the last problem, we'll put radians in the denominator so that the radians can cancel out and it will be left with degrees. We know that pi radians are 180 degrees, so we put the pi with the radians and then 180 degrees. This way the radians cancel out, and then we're left with pi over 6 times 180 over pi degrees. Since we're doing pi over pi, that equals 1, so it cancels out, and we're left with 30 degrees. This is how you would convert radians between radians and degrees by using a unit conversion.